They are building right now the other room. If everything goes as planned, they will be done in a week. And just looking at this stuff, and I'm thinking, I think it's just time to screw everything apart. Even if I'm moving just, I mean, the table itself moves about 3 meters that direction. But there's a wall and there's a door, and I don't even think this table will go out of the door, actually, because it's built inside here. I probably need to take everything apart, and I'm also doing some upgrades along this journey. Let's clean up some mess. Rehearsing for some big elaborate show that I've not been invited to, so I should never know. The songs they like to sing, I suppose they're not too far from all the songs I sing when I'm alone late in my car. Just slightly overwhelmed here. The cables. But let's try to put them in nice little boxes, shall we? He's dropping on their tube. I think I like it. Let's look how it looks in the big room. Sleepless past their call. For all I know, perhaps the birds don't even sing at all. This feels slightly overwhelming. Everything feels a bit overwhelming, if I'm honest, because this is a crazy idea. I mean, in case I haven't said that in the video here, I am hoping to scale my musical business into more recording space, because as for now, I've mostly been working as a producer alone, and then having like recording jobs as an extra thing. I wouldn't build this just for myself. It would be insane. There's bookings coming in actually for bands that wants to play. Even one band that is supposed to come next weekend. And I have said maybe. Just knowing it took me hours to just plug out the cables from my desk. It will probably take some time to move into this new studio. It doesn't even have walls yet. And also we thought of painting the floor. Anyhow, that is how it looks. Entrance. All right. Don't you act surprised if your man interrupts with a vague advice. Might not be you that calls, might not be you that cries, might not be you at all. So don't dry those eyes when the summer comes. And now you might ask, what the F is this shit? And I thought I'd tell you about it, because it was a bit of a weird idea I had when I moved in here. This is so stupid. This is firewood in plastic, screwed to some kind of wooden thing. I had an idea, okay. I'm gonna see if I find any pictures of how it looked once. When I got into the studio, I just had that idea that I have so much acoustic material, so much absorbers. I have so much absorbers. How do you say that? Absorbers. Absorb. Porous material. I have loads of them, and I have controlled my bass quite well. The bad about this room is the low ceiling, and I haven't had any chance to hang any clouds, so that's been one thing. I just wanted to experiment with having some more diffusion material, stuff that diffuse audio, and like have them a little bit here and there. So I started doing these. All of these are the same like idea. Here's one hanging. What ended up happening was that it got so dusty from these. It ended up being very much firewood openly. It just got so dusty that I just like, I need to get rid of these. But then I was like, but they are doing something with the room, like they are diffusing, definitely. So I just got this weird idea. Like, I'm sorry. I'm deeply sorry, all of you who watch us, that knows stuff about acoustic treatment for real. I have been experimenting, okay? I've been just, it's like a jam session for me. And I'm like, okay, I have these materials right now. What if I just like do that? And like on the way to the studio, I just pass the place and buy some firewood, and I just like screw it into this leftover piece, and then I ended up doing it until I had many. Then it got so dusty, and I was like, what if I put them on the back wall behind fabric, and I just like put them in plastic so they don't give the dust. Maybe this completely destroys the hey, 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 hey. I don't know what to do with these. If you have any ideas, let me know. And of course, a Jazzmaster body behind the wall. It's actually not the real color. This is the real color. I woke up once when I was younger. This is one of, I've had this guitar for very long. It's not a guitar, it's a body now. I woke up once and decided I want to have a new color on my guitar. And I screwed it apart and I started sanding it indoors without any protection in a very small room. I was like 20 something. I had no idea that it was kind of bad for you. And then like quite quickly I just could feel myself being really nauseous, like really. And then I was thinking, where did everything go? Like I'm in the wood now. And then I just figured, yeah, that's probably, I don't know how much, but I must have been breathing in that, like half of this body I was probably having in my lungs. And then I got so tired of seeing this thing that I got a new body for that guitar. So now I just have a leftover Jazzmaster body. I really want to make some project with it. I know that it's sometimes hard to find parts for Jazzmasters, the necks especially, but I've learned that both Telecaster and Stratocaster necks fits perfectly on a Jazzmaster body. So I might do that. I have a fun idea about the guitar thing I want to make. Imagine having two pickups here, of course, having one out of phase, and here you put a light dependent resistor and hook it up to one of them, and when you touch it over it's fully open, and then when it gets light it's closed, which means that if you play like this, like here, when you get your hand over, you will activate the other mic and get a little bit, yeah, I think it could be a very organic phaser effect, passive phaser effect. I think it could be a fun project for this guitar.
If I wake you
Alder.
up, don't you act surprised if your mind interrupts with a vague advice. Might not be you that calls, might not be you that cries.
I also got this one. It's in Swedish, but it says the music of the hemispheres. How music is treated in the brain. I have not read this one. I started once, I got about one page in, and I passed out, and I never opened it again. This room starts to sound very different now. I'm starting to have this idea that actually why I'm doing this, why I'm building the new studio, is that the mess got so out of hand that I, in the back of my mind, just came up with the idea of, let's just get a new studio next to it so I can move in there, so I don't have to clean. I do need to clean. Well, I can also say while I'm on it, they're working out there now, and this is very overwhelming in many ways, because if this doesn't work out, I'm alone in a 200 square meter studio, like the size of Abbey Road Studio 2. Yeah, I'm really hoping and planning to make it so good that I will get some more recording jobs to use the space, because let's be honest, like having that space myself, it's fun. I would not say anything else, but it's also a bit ridiculous. So I will give it a year if I can make it profitable. If not, I don't know. I want to try out a lot of things. Also found these. To the right is my Tascam Media Studio 644 4-track cassette recorder. It is a bit wonky in the speed, so I'm not using it that much. I'm using it more as a mixer sometimes. But this one, the Yamaha MT8X 8-channel cassette studio. We actually recorded a song on this, me and my old bandmates from Gothenburg. Let me show you this one, because this one I think is actually quite functional and quite nice. It's a big frame, just these things. I had it just standing here, so there is big absorption and then these also absorption, but to combine it with a bit of diffusion in front of the absorption. And I mean, this is a proper jam session. I just did the frame, did it like that, and then I just like bought different kinds of sized, some round ones, some like that, and then I just started screwing them in different angles, like making it as random as possible. Maybe it doesn't look super nice close up like that, but it has actually served me very well. Like something maybe you hear now. There's something that happens when you have a lot of acoustic material in a room. You kind of suck so much of the energy out, and I think this gives back a bit. But it's very, very easy to make and very cheap to make. And but maybe you can hear now, like this room sounds so much more bright when I got everything out and open. And sometimes I wonder, do I overtreat my place? I don't know. My only goal is that I want to work with my monitors, and I want to hear the bass coming out as it should be. And that's, I think, first time I realized that when I was in the studio, when we have the whole back wall covered in acoustic material, very thick. First time I heard how it was to work on bass and sub frequencies without headphones. I mean, there is no going back after that. Another little fun area. Oh, do you hear my voice now? This is start to get oh, so weird. I spent so many hours here. I never heard myself sounding like this. And there's still some acoustic material left to take out. The first summer I was here, it got so hot. I can't even tell you. It got so incredibly hot. And I got this tip from someone to like block out the sun. Kind of worked. I got it down a bit, but then I had to buy an AC. But now there's a whole world going on out here. I wonder how that looked from their perspective. Finally, the guy with the foil opened up and just checked out. Let's check where we are with the studio. Look at this. This is all the acoustic material from the studio. It is way more than I thought that I had, actually. But it's happening. So yeah, for support there will be these beams here, and those will face the back wall, and here will be the computer, there will be the window. I understand many people would put the computer here. I don't want to do that. I want to have it so I can sit here, have the light from the window, and I can just look to the right if I want to check out the window, and someone can also play with someone on the other side here and watch out. So it can be multifunctional. The first walls are up. It will be plywood on the inside and drywall on the outside. Yeah, it's happening. Welcome to Holland Studios. Maybe I can kickflip this one. Yeah, windows. Okay, let's continue tomorrow.